Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here, back here with part 2 of my plans for July and possibly beyond. Hope you check out part 1 if you haven't already done so, and hope you enjoy it. And yeah, these are my plans for July. I thought I'd make a video about some of my plans, and hopefully some people out there will enjoy it, I hope, whenever you might see it. But anyway, I'm going to try not to waffle too much. As it's the 30th, as I mentioned in my previous video, it's the last day of the month and it's the 30th, so I thought I'd do another one of my 30-point list videos. So I was thinking of doing a football video, but I decided to do this instead. But anyway, so here are some of my plans in list form, as I say, continuing on from part 1, or video part 1. So here goes. So number 11, I'd love to support inventors in the future, like fundraise for inventors if I could, from like Indigenous or First Nation people from Africa, Australasia, the Americas and Asia, as well as like developing countries or colonized, especially colonized countries as well, like Ireland and also South America or the Americas generally in the future. So I hope to work on things like that and ideas like that and plans like that and that sort of thing. And again, like change some of my habits perhaps and learn how to and think about anything I could learn or improve upon. Number 12, I know I mentioned it in part 1 that I cancelled my, froze, not cancelled, my gym membership. But I still hope to keep to find things to keep me busy. So obviously I didn't cancel that for no reason. Oh, again, freeze it for no reason. I did it so that I could focus on like my writing and YouTubing and typing plans, and hopefully I'll find something else to keep me busy as well. And also in August, I plan to continue to go back to like doing at least 2 to 3 hours of exercise a day, like possibly, as I say, swimming and gymming, as I call it, for at least an hour each, like about an hour swimming and an hour gymming, and also walking and things like that. So in June, pretty much since the gyms reopened here in the UK, I was pretty much going to a gym like for an hour each day, and like most weekends I also went swimming for an hour each on Saturday and Sunday. So I did keep myself quite busy, and by the time I walk my dog as well and walk to and fro the gym, which is about 10 or 15 minutes walk from where I am, and sometimes I go a long way back as well, like through the park, and I even borrow my friend's bike. So I have been keeping myself like quite active, although I still have a lot of weight to lose because of my diet and stuff like that. So, and when you get older, it's harder to lose as well. So that's been a bit difficult to lose, but building muscle a little bit. So yeah, keeping myself active and that sort of thing. Sometimes I play football, so I hope to get into that a bit more in August as well. But yeah, in July, hopefully I'll focus more on my writing and say on paper, and planning that sort of thing, and YouTubing and typing some plans with my to share with my friends and that sort of thing. Again, supporting developing countries, all being well, like planning to support developing and colonized countries. 13, hopefully again, like I'll change some of my negative or bad habits that I've done, like this specifically at least a couple of habits which I hope to change, maybe even more than that. So hopefully I'll be able to work on those negative habits that unfortunately I have or had, and hopefully won't have in July or from July. Number 14, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to come up with ideas for problem solving. I was thinking like, for instance, earlier on today or tonight, so to speak, before I made this video, I was thinking like about an hour or so ago, I was thinking about how in the past I thought of ideas to like send for people to send toys or footballs, including footballs or sports stuff or whatever, to parts of Africa or Asia or developing countries generally, and with COVID how difficult it is. But I was wondering if like there could be like specific planes which are used just to send things to developing countries, like footballs or other things that might be useful, hopefully, or even stationery or tech stuff to parts of Africa as well, especially so they can make use of that stuff that people in the West, so to speak, don't really need or use that much. So hopefully I'll come up with ideas for problem solving, which I think is something generally people with neurodiverse conditions like myself, like dyslexics, can be quite good at, and possibly even dyspraxics as well. Number 15, again, hopefully I'll focus on my goals and like 5-10 year plans and things like that, and like how I can hopefully continue to improve myself, all being well, and work on what things I've learned over time, which I hope to use to help as many people as possible. As I often talk about, like my goals, I'd love to like look at how to provide clean water, access to clean water, or say it's clean and safe drinking water, and food, edible food, and things like that to developing countries, and generally helping as many people as possible, especially from disadvantaged backgrounds. So I hope to work on those sorts of goals. Number 16, again, I hope to talk about some of my football views and ideas to do with football, especially Italian football and Celtic, which I often talk about. Number 17, hopefully I'll use any imaginations I have or skills or talents, again, to help as many people as possible and work on my goals, which generally speaking are, I think, quite selfless goals, or about helping people. I'd like to think so anyway. But yeah, so those sorts of goals of making the world a better place. So hopefully I'll use what little skills I have or whatever, and hopefully develop as much as possible. Maybe even like, I was thinking I could do courses like about business or technology, which I could then use the skills I learned, I'm not really interested in making money for myself anymore, but to help people in Africa and Asia and places like that, again, which I talk about, like the 6, I talk about, I could help those people hopefully with by passing on those skills to those people. Number 18, again, like just generally making the world hopefully a better place, Godspeed, and yeah, that sort of thing. Number 19, I'd love to help Africa, especially in technology and STEM, software development and things like that, and also Indigenous Australasians. And number 20, I think it'd be great if Indigenous Africans and Australasians, as well as their supporters, friends and allies, help them in areas like STEM, science, tech, engineering and maths. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if so, please give it a like and share it with your friends or family or whatever, because I appreciate any support I get. And I'm out. Peace and love.